What up, what up?
What up, man? So first and foremost, let me start off with, for the people who don't know you, introduce yourself and what type of business do you operate and what do you do?
Well, my name is Sutter. Everybody knows me as Scissorhands. I am the owner of Fading Up Barbershop, and I just recently opened up Styling Up Salon right next door to Fading Up Barbershop.
Awesome. And what is your educational background?
I made it all the way up to, I graduated from high school at Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then I went to college at East Central, did 2 semesters. And, you know, it just didn't work out the way I thought it was because I thought I was supposed to go to college. You know, that's just all I know, you know, go to college, you know what I'm saying? And I did that, you know, party. Next thing you know, I got a letter saying I would have to pay for college, and I grew up poor and that wasn't gonna happen. So I chilled for a whole year, worked in my hometown of Tulsa. Next thing you know, me and my people's Cornelius Harrison, we joined the military and off to the Navy we went.
All right, that actually brings me into your my next question there. So what is your work background like?
I dealt with like a lot of school programs, you know, in the summertime. They would allow us to work, and I worked in the school cafeteria. Then I had a job in my hometown. It was like a grocery store called Sonny's. I worked there, and then I remember McDonald's came into my hometown of Tulsa, and I worked at McDonald's for 5 hours, and I quit, and I said, I'll never do this again in my life. And then after that, you know, I joined the military, and it's been smooth sailing. But at the same time, I was cutting hair on my grandma's porch growing up as well.
So who's helped you along your career path? Do you have any influences or mentors?
I mean, it's a lot of people that helped me out, you know what I'm saying? Just good advice. People that was there financially, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had my family, close friends and everything like that. So it's quite a few people.
Do you enjoy what you do?
I love it. It's like, you know, when you love doing what you do, it's like never working a day in your life.
So what would you say is the best part about your job?
The best part about my job, it's so much, you know. It's like I meet interesting people, you know, I learn a lot from the barbershop, and it's just a way of life, you know, like, you know, the communion of the team and the laughs, the jokes, and it's just a fun time. Because I remember when I watched the movie Coming to America, the barbershop scene, and I was like, that's a barbershop. And I basically built my barbershop along them terms.
So then on the flip side of that, what would you say is the worst part about your job?
Just the type of people that come through, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we have all kind of walk of lives, and you never know what's on a person's mind, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, someone could be having a bad day and want to take it out on someone, and just dealing with people. And our whole job is not just to give you a good haircut, but to give you an experience in the barbershop to help you out with your day. So, you know, just trying to uplift people and, you know, let them know that everything's gonna work out.
Would you recommend your industry to other people?
Of course. Like, the great thing about being a barber, you have a career. You have something a lot of people don't have. And being a barber in the barber game, it allows you to do other things. You know, like a regular job, you just can't take off and go handle your business and do whatever you need to do. But being a barber or a hairstylist, you're able to flex around your schedule and make things happen.
What would you say along the path so far, what's your biggest failure so far in your career?
I wouldn't say I've ever had any failures, because like I said, you gotta get up and go to work. So if I didn't get up and go to work, you know, I can't get no money. So just going to work, having a great attitude, being able to deal with people, and putting a smile on people's face, you know what I'm saying? It always works out when you're able to do that.
On the flip side of that then, what's your greatest success in your business or your career?
My greatest success is being able to take care of the bills, being able to be there for my family and friends and my wife and all my loved ones. You know, I have the money coming in where I'm able to support them and do things for them that they can't help themselves with. So that's the great thing about it.
Any advice that you would give to people following your path?
Keep going. Don't give up. Believe in yourself and make things happen, because you gotta get up and go get it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't allow it to come to you. You gotta go out there and get it. The great thing about being a barber, you can start a conversation with anyone. You can just go up to anyone and let them know that, hey, I'm such and such, I cut hair, and if you'd like to have my services, here's my card. Because everybody, it's all about look and your image, and we give that to them. So
where did you get your initial funding to start your business?
I've had several people, kind of when I first, the situation happened with me at fading up the barbershop. I used to work at another barbershop, and a situation occurred while I was running it, and it kind of got ugly, but it happened the way it was supposed to happen, because I ended up getting fired from the barbershop. And next thing you know, I came home, my wife was crying and everything, and I looked at her like, what you crying for? I'm like, I'm never working for another person again, So, I was cutting hair at my house, and a week later, a buddy of mine told me about the barbershop that was available. Went over there and talked to the owner, and next thing you know, I signed a lease to the barbershop, and a good buddy of mine back at that time, his name was Motor. He helped me fund the barbershop, and as time went on, it was time for to go our separate ways, and that's how that happened. And next thing you know, it's all me.
How long until your business broke even?
The funny thing about it is when I went to the barbershop, the owner was only charging me $600 a month. So it didn't take long. I just had to get some barbers up in there. So I had a barber, and he's still with me to this day. His name is Troy. And then I had another barber named Steve-O, which he has his own barbershop, off Sutter Barbershop, which I'm very proud of him. And some barbers came along, so it didn't take time. Cause I was out, a buddy of mine named Marvin, he had told me, said, whenever you open up your business, you make sure you set it up where it runs itself. So I knew how many barbers I would need to pay this rent. I knew how many barbers I need to pay the utilities, the bills, and everything like that. So I was like, if I get at least about 5 barbers, I'm good to go. And next thing you know, in that little old spot, I ended up having 11 barbers. And I outgrew it, and it was just time to move on, and I had to move to a different area.
So then how long until you were personally making enough money to live on and be comfortable?
Well, I always had a large clientele. So, I made money, and then I had a clientele that existed of people that's pretty well off, that's making good money. And then I was dealing with a lot of entertainers and, athletes, where I was getting $100 a haircut, $200 a haircut, and $50 for an edge up. So I was making pretty good money.
How did you plan and prepare to start your own business?
I got fired from a barbershop. And like I said, I told my wife, she was crying. I'm like, what the F you crying for? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and so that's how it happened. I knew eventually I was gonna own my own barbershop, but a situation occurred where my back was against the wall and I had to come out fighting.
So in that saying, I guess that kind of leads into my next question. My next question is what was your big break? Would you think that was close? It
was like how a bad situation can turn into a great situation. Because I always, no matter what I do, anything that I got going on, if it's something bad happens, I always trying to turn it into a positive. You gotta stay focused, because like I said, if you keep dwelling on the past and dwelling on issues, you're not gonna further yourself. Because if it wasn't supposed to happen, it would have never happened. I always look at life like that, So everything that you're going through, it's gonna be 2 things, a lesson and a blessing.
What are some of your long and short-term goals?
My goal is when I die, which, we can't run from death, we can't cheat death. That's guaranteed that's gonna happen. I wanna make sure my family's straight when I go. I'm trying to leave a legacy. Make it easier for their kids and their kids' kids, So that's what I'm focused on right now.
Are there any regulatory hurdles affecting your business?
No, not at all. You know, the only thing that ever affected my business when COVID came. And it's crazy because like when COVID came, it seemed like I made more money doing that from, you know, unemployment and, you know, I'm part of the Creek Nation. So we got relief funds from them and everything like that, my family. So it worked out great.
What are some of the biggest risk factors to your industry?
The biggest risk factor to our industry is that everybody decide not to get their hair cut. You know what I'm saying? Because like one thing about it in my business and my profession, it's all about a look and an image. So like when COVID stopped, we couldn't cut hair. And other than that, it's been no risk.
Have you ever been close to bankruptcy?
Never.
And how do you find customers and how do you advertise?
Well, the word of mouth is the easiest way. And then, you know, with the social media platform, it's way easier than what it was when I grew up because like I said, when I came up, we didn't have no social media. So it's easier for these barbers now, you know what I'm saying? So we had to get out there and grind and go get it, you know, like, and I would always, when I used to party a lot, so when I go to the club, I'd always build a relationship with the DJ where he would shout me out and you got all these people in the club and, you know, holler at my boy Scissorhands and everything. And then time went on, you know what I'm saying? I started giving them some money here and there and throwing $20, shout me out, shout out the barbershop. And then, like I said, social media is free, you know.
How do you manage relationships with your employees and partners?
The whole thing about it is I handpick my team. I know what I want for my barbershop. I know the type of vibe I want that's gonna bring more people in. I want a dope team, and it's our job to uplift other barbers when they come in when they having a bad day. And that's what makes the team stronger, when you let everybody know that, hey, we're here for you. And the jokes and the laugh, like I said, like when I seen Coming to America, I was like, that's a barbershop, how all them old men was in there talking noise and everything. So at the end of the day, we just don't want to be a barbershop that's known for giving out great cuts. We want to be known for giving out a great experience as well.
Is your business involved in the community in any way?
Yes. We've done toy drive. It's been times when you would walk in a barbershop and the whole front of the barbershop was filled up with boxes of toys. We've done turkey drives. We've done backpacks, back to school haircuts. We done had shoe drives. We done a lot, you know what I'm saying? So we're real active in the community. And like I said, I was just with my buddy Music Man, Roy Henderson. He does the hip hop for the homeless. So we was out there, I was the MC, so we was out there giving away clothes, food, even giving away dog food, you know, for the dogs. So everybody was getting something.
Do you have a self-care plan in place to deal with the stresses of running a business?
And it's just me. I don't know, because I'm a people's person. Like I said, I wake up happy. Like when someone asks me, how's your day? I'm like, I woke up this morning, so my day's going great. So I'm a go-getter, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna make it happen.
And lastly, how can people find you and more information on your business?
Well, you can always look us up at Fading Up, you know, on all social media platforms, Styling Up, you know, Scissorhands, all my social media platforms at Scissorhands OKC, and reach it. I mean, if they can get in touch with you if they can't get in touch with me. So I'm not hard to find.
Fair enough. Well, from all of us here at Turtlesmith.com, we thank you very much, very, very much for coming in and sharing some of your story with us.
I thank you as well.